give a big Southern-style welcome to the one and only Miss Michelle Red Roberts.
How are y'all? So Michelle Red Roberts, TOHCS. Now let's turn to page 17 for the steak and blue cheese bruschetta with onion and roasted tomato. This actually comes to us from Clearwater, Florida, Debbie Reed. This was one of her recipes. And just so you know, if you go to tasteofhome.com and look at the bottom, I think it says submit a recipe. They told me, they're in Wisconsin, they told me that they do not have enough Southern recipes in their database. So if you have original recipes you want to submit to Taste of Home, go to tasteofhome.com and look at the bottom. With a little bit of oil, start on medium high, let that onion start to sweat, and then turn it on medium low and cook about 30 minutes until you get a nice golden brown. That brings the sugars out to sweeten it. You can even add a little bit of sugar to it. Add about a teaspoon or so of brown sugar to help get that sweetness, a little bump. And then we roasted some grape tomatoes with olive oil, salt, and pepper. And then we smushed them with a potato masher. Smush is official culinary terminology. You smush it. And we're going to add those tomatoes. These are roasted about 15 minutes at 400 degrees. The steak and seasoned it with a little steak seasoning. You can grill or broil or bake or pan fry, whatever you want to do to your desired doneness, and then slice it up. Then I have cream cheese, garlic, and blue cheese. You could use feta if you prefer that. Mix that all up together. Now, if you're going to take these bruschetta to a party, you want to make sure they don't fall off. Take some of your cream cheese mixture right there and put it on the bottom too, and make it stick to the platter so it doesn't fall off when you're transporting it. And eat this, because it is going to get a little messy, because I'm going to pile up these onions and tomatoes around the top. Now, the recipe calls for balsamic vinegar to be drizzled over the top. I've got balsamic glaze. You can find that in the stores. And it's already been cooked and thickened for you, so it actually sticks to the bruschetta a little bit better. So we'll drizzle that right over the top. Like this is beef short ribs. Which you can use boneless ribs, bone-in ribs. I even made this a couple weekends ago using stew meat. So whatever kind of chunk of meat that you want to use, you can do that. You want to brown your meat before you put it in a slow cooker because it gives it more flavor. So we've got our slow cooker here. And then got those in the slow cooker. Now you'll notice I have slow cooker liner. This is the best thing since sliced bread. We're going to put some sliced onion. Just some sliced onion here on the top. I have some brown sugar, ground mustard, curry powder, and paprika here. To that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of the Mrs. Dash garlic and herb seasoning blend. So good. Then I'm going to add a 12-ounce bottle of chili sauce. And you can see you can't get in there to get all of it out. So what I have here, I've got my beef broth and my cider vinegar already combined. I'm going to pour that into the bottle and rinse out the bottle. Okay? So don't throw your lid away just yet. Rinse that out. Now, MrsDash.com has a lot of great recipes, so check them out. We'll pour that right over the top of the onions and your ribs. Alright, now, you would cover this and cook this on low for 6 to 8 hours, or on high for 4 to 5 hours. If you lift parking deck on the side of the street, wherever your car is. Dig around that fork that you dropped in between the seats the last time you went through the drive-thru. And then you can chow down on your greens and beef short ribs. Well, what we're going to do here, first I've got this oil core skillet. Now this is called an oil core skillet. It's an electric skillet, but it has, the bottom of the pan has two layers. It has an element and it has oil. As the element heats up, the oil spreads out, so it gives you even cooking. It helps with the sticking on that also, and you can do many things in the electric skillet: bake, braise, candy roll, roast, saute, simmer, stewing, and even stir frying. Into the bottom, because we're going to be baking our lasagna in here. You don't even cook the noodles. The noodles will cook as the lasagna cooks. So what we have in the bottom, we already have some onions, some pasta sauce, uncooked noodles, and some cottage cheese. You can use ricotta if you want to. So either one is fine. And then on top of that, we're going to put about 5 ounces of baby spinach. That is going to give great nutrition, flavor, color, moisture to help cook those noodles. Zucchini. One thing that I think most impressive about the salad machine is that it's actually free and slice those up. Now your hand is always safe on the inside. You don't want to put your fingers on the outside like this. It'll calm down, because if you do that, you're going to lose fingernails and your tip makes them bother. So let's do shredding of the carrots. I'm going to put the rest of the cottage cheese. Like I said, or ricotta. Next, on top of my basil and oregano, I'm going to do some shredded cheddar cheese. Let's do that right in. You'll never want to buy the bag stuff again. 1/4 of the pasta sauce. Okay, then let's do a layer of noodles. Don't overlap them. You want to just do a single layer. If you have to break them to make them fit, that's okay, because you don't want them to overhang the edge either. All right, after that, let's do the rest of the pasta sauce. And you want to cover the noodles, because that is going to also make sure that they cook. From Salad Master. We're going to top that last bit of pasta sauce with some mozzarella cheese. Put that right in. But they go with the medium click low method. I'm going to pan this off so that can be done away with. Medium click low. So start on medium, and for the oil core skillet, that's at 325. When I say click, that means there's going to be a rattle. When I say, and I don't mean like a baby rattle. I mean on the lid, there's this little flap here. Y'all hear that? That's what we're talking about clicking. When it clicks at a rapid, steady pace, you turn it to 200. That's low. The winner for the food